see, Bob, it's a bat that's made in America. That certainly was not implying you wanted to bash in the head of the guy that's prosecuting you in any way. Anyone can see that.
If he was looking to dispel the whole senility thing, this was not the way to go. Because this is, you know what this was? This was like your grandparents calling you up and saying, I don't know how Twitter works. Show me what buttons to push. It's just like, no, you know how a retweet works, right? Or a retroth or whatever he calls them on his janky website. And it's just, I don't understand what happens. Suddenly this picture appeared of me with a baseball bat. Where did it come from?
Grandpa.
I don't know. I just wanted to, I had exculpatory information I wanted to present. And this, and then suddenly this, and then the other excuse about the death and destruction.
Yeah.
It's like, what he's basically saying is, well, I've got this gun here. I wouldn't want to have to shoot you with it.
Right.
Oh, but I never said, I said I wouldn't want to have to shoot you. I didn't say I'm gonna.
And he didn't say, I hope there's not death and destruction. He absolutely didn't say that. Yes. Oh, my God. Okay.
And then he put his onion on his belt and all the rest of it.
Grandpa.
It was the fashion at the time. Yeah. Yeah.
Matlock's not
doesn't
real.
know social media.
Matlock's not real, Grandpa. Okay.
He runs a social media website. He runs a social media app, has no idea how it works, or pretends that he has no idea how it works.
Grandpa, Matlock's not real.
Neither are my teeth, but I can still eat corn on the cob if someone cuts it off and smushes it into a fine paste. Now that's good eating.
Okay. I missed this part. Palmer Report says, while trying to defend himself and his criminal scandals during an interview with Sean Hannity last night, Donald Trump began rambling about, quote, a garage door that you can buy for $179 and then you can cut it with scissors. What?
Huh?
Oh, my God.
You know, I got a point to make about this. Every American should be seeing this. I'm completely against this notion that we need to hide him away and not talk about and not show him doing this ridiculousness. The fact that he got 3 million viewers in these, whatever, I think they're clips being spread out over 2 nights on Hannity.
Yeah.
That's great. Please, more of that, because we got to see how nuts he is. And he actually is. And he looks especially nuts, too.
Oh, God.
The crazy eyes. Oh, my God. The crazy eyes are especially glaring now.
And he said he got rid of NATO.
Yeah,
which
21.
No. NATO's still there. You're not.
NATO.
Okay, wait.
Oh, God.
I think he meant, all right.
Putin said to me, man, you're killing me. Especially about Nord Stream. Because that was and I stopped it. It was stopped cold. And I told other countries, if you go into the Nord Stream deal, you're not going to do any business with the United States of America, meaning rip us off on trade, because most of them have ripped us off. I made a lot of great trade deals. I changed a lot of those deals where it was a bad deal for us. Now it's a good, like USMCA with NATO. I got rid of NATO and built USMCA.
What?
I made a great trade deal with China. Yeah. Our farmers are, to this day, they've made tremendous money because of the deal. But
okay, I guess he meant NAFTA, not NATO, but anyway, it looks like actually NATO got rid of him. But let's.
He said that, barreled through it, and Sean Hannity tries to correct him and says NAFTA, and Trump just keeps on going.
Keeps going. Yeah, yeah. And you know what that was? The USMCA. That's basically like, okay, Grandpa needs something to do because he's really annoying us and asking us to do crazy things. So let's hear some shiny keys. Here, Donald. Here's some Mr. Trump. Here's some shiny keys. And then he takes the keys and goes, "Look, I just invented a car." No,
I thought USMCA was the song he dances to while he does the double handy J's. No? Oh, no, that's YMCA. That's my bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you tweeted Trump and his followers are lionizing the January 6th insurrectionists as heroes rather than unpatriotic criminals, and we wonder why mass shooters think it's heroic to solve their grievances with violence. Thank you. You have the former, promoting violence on the daily and wonder why, as Chris says, everyone here not only has access to guns, but wants to solve every problem, every grievance, no matter what it is with violence. Right.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key components to all of this, whether it's Trump or otherwise, because we do have quite a few political and cultural leaders in this country who ultimately end up resorting to violence to solve problems, whether we're launching Patriot missiles at someone or what have you. This is the example that gets set by our leadership. So in a sense, it's no wonder when people decide, oh, you know what? All these people who are supposed to be, running the country and we're supposed to look up to, They're using violence to solve problems, so I'm going to use violence to solve problems. And I think that's a component. I'm not saying that's the top shelf thing. That's not the main reason, but it's one of several reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah. This is 20. We have to because he.
All right.
Okay. Even other Republicans are calling him out for using footage of January 6th, right?
Yeah.
You just take a look at Waco, Texas, from just last night. You just take a look. Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Yes, it was.
And by the way, that's sort of like 3 days.
Are you really beating Taylor Swift, by the way?
Yeah, I did. The J6 is beating Taylor Swift. It's Donald Trump and the J6 prisoners.
The Pledge of Allegiance.
On iTunes and on Amazon and on Billboard, which is the big deal. #1, Donald Trump. So now I feel like Elvis because now we've done The Apprentice. That was a great success. We did. Now I've done a recording or whatever you call it.
I don't.
But no,
Whatever you call it. Dr. Evil, I'm a triple threat.
I can't. We are in the I don't know.
The stupiding.
We are in the he's talking about what a huge hit the terrorist thing is. I'm like, what?
Yeah. The January 6th is now their Fort Sumter. This is a proud moment in the MAGA movement. That's what the message is of this justice for all gibberish.
Yeah.
By the way, it was #1 on Amazon, I think, for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because it gets the initial boost of all the red hats coming in and downloading it.
Yeah.
And then it just fades away rather quickly. And so, but of course, Donald Trump, it's the greatest thing. I'm just like Elvis. Yeah, I'm a hit recording artist. I should win a Grammy, probably.
Oh, he's lost his spadoinkle, as you would say.
These awful people. Yeah.
Bob Cesca coined word. Trump has finally lost his spadoinkle entirely.
How many times can one lose one spadoinkle?
I mean, but yeah, this.
Credit to Trey Parker for that. I was going to give credit to Trey Parker.
We always hurt the ones we love best, and so I will play my last Trump soundbite. But it's just everything he says is it's the opposite. He says, "I have a right to my documents. That's the Presidential Records Act." No, that's the opposite. The Presidential Records Act means they don't act to you. Right, they belong to America. It means the Okay.
I can't imagine you ever saying, bring me some of the boxes that we brought back from the White House. I'd like to look at them. Did you ever do that?
I would have the right to do that. There's nothing wrong with it.
But I don't think you would do it.
Well, I don't have a lot of time, but I would have the right to do that. Right. I would do that. There'd be nothing wrong.
Let me move on.
Remember this. Yeah. This is the Presidential Records Act. I have the right to take stuff.
No.
Do you know that they ended up paying Richard Nixon, I think, $18 million for what he had? They did the Presidential Records Act. I have the right to take stuff. I have the right to look at stuff.
I think Sean Hannity was trying to help him there, and he totally whiffed that.
He whiffed it.
All right, let's move on.
He tried to get out of it, and he couldn't. By then, Trump is saying they paid Richard Nixon $18 million to get his stuff back. That's why they passed the Presidential Records Act to keep the records so they wouldn't have to dish out the $18 million again.
Yeah.
Nixon, the second biggest presidential crook next to him, he mentions as a character witness. Okay.
Once again, he's setting up I didn't know. I was told I could take things. And now that's what he's going to say on the stand. I guarantee it.
God.
As soon as he's indicted by 2028.